Hi everybody, welcome back to Some Guys Movie Reviews. Today I'm going to be talking about Knock at the Cabin. This movie tells the story of a couple and their daughter as they're traveling on vacation to a lake cabin when it's interrupted by a group of strangers who claim that the end of the world is near unless one of them is willing to sacrifice the other. Jonathan Groff as Eric, Ben Aldridge as Andrew, and Kristen Cue as Wen all do an outstanding job in this movie. I think that they really elevate this film. Without them, I don't know that I would have enjoyed it as much because their performance at times felt very real, and I really bought into their emotions and reactions to what was going on. Dave Bautista's character has garnered some praise, and I can definitely see that. He is pretty good in this movie, although I do feel like he is overdoing it at times, and so for me, his performance wasn't the highlight. This is a great example of a movie where 3/4 way of the movie, I'm like, I don't know if I'm into this. I found the central premise really frustrating, and that's kind of what led me to really being on the fence for the first 3/4. Now, when the actual revelation, the third act kicks in, that's when it really comes together. The explanations for what was happening definitely eased my frustrations. I'm not quite sure I totally understood the main point of this film, other than would you be willing to sacrifice yourself or the ones you love for the greater cause or saving the world? And that's not really a revolutionary message or a theme for a movie, so if that's it, then that is a little disappointing. Let me know in the comments if you know what this movie's trying to convey. I haven't read the book, so I do know that there is a book to this, and I've heard, or at least read, that the film does deviate, particularly when it comes to the third act. So my review is purely from the standpoint of only watching the film, just want to note that. I really liked the way this movie was shot. There was really interesting camera techniques. I also really appreciated the flashbacks that kind of helped build these characters so that we can understand them a little bit better. I thought M. Night Shyamalan directed this film very well. I'm not a big fan of M. Night Shyamalan movies, but I think this is definitely one of his better ones in my opinion. This movie does get pretty violent, so just a forewarning, there is a lot of violence in this movie. It never bothered me at all, but it definitely is a central part of this film. There's some criticism going around about these strangers who end up showing stuff on TV, and I won't go too far into it because I don't want to spoil anything, but I actually was fine with all of that. I know that some people thought that they shouldn't have done it. It would have been built more mystery or made you question really what's going on, but I actually thought that it added to the film, and then the way that that actually builds into the third act and the ultimate explanations for everything, overall it worked for me. I really like this movie. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think it's a very strong film. Definitely one of M. Night Shyamalan's best. What did you all think? Are you going to see it? Have you seen it? Let me know in the comments down below. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye-bye.